And good evening, sports fans. We're back in the saddle again, or we're back in the
Center Sports Universe.
Coach's Corner. How many weeks have we been gone on Wednesday nights?
Has it been
5 weeks.
God,
5 weeks. We have not been here on a Wednesday night.
Sports.
We have not followed the man. Well, the sign's over there. Okay, rubbing and grubbing. The Atlanta man, Brandon Bain. Dan the man. He's not doing it anymore, but Brandon Bain does a great job. Listen to the NASCAR show, rubbing and grubbing. They rub. That means the cars are bumping, and he grubs for food. But that's the way it works.
What they get tonight?
They got a nice turkey club sandwich. It was like stacked with tots.
With tots.
But anyway, it's the Coach and AD with our Wednesday Night Live update right here from the Center of Sports Universe. Karl, DeMasi, Chad, Griffin, once again from Coach's Corner Live. We'll be back Saturday morning. We got a great lineup Saturday morning. Everybody's going to be all over the place because it's going to be a virtual show because I got to go down to the Prince and King and Prince.
King and Prince, a nice place to be, man.
One of his former soccer players getting married, so of course, Dom, my son's good friend, so Zach Pavost, so we're going to head down there. Man. Should be a lot of fun, but once again, the show will be on because of the internet. So you can't beat it. So how's everything going?
Man, 100 miles an hour, just like you. I mean, y'all had a great run in soccer. Yep. Islands, man, we were hoping to get them. Kevin Gibbs was going to put you guys here
in Savannah
for a state championship.
Tough
game last night. Good game, though.
Great game. They scored early.
Wow.
Like you tell, you can always tell when the visiting team gets off the bus. Well, they didn't get off the bus. They had a while to walk around, but you could tell smaller soccer field because it was on a football field. It wasn't on that big field over at
so tight.
It was very tight. So they were all over us. They scored early. Defensive mishap. We had a couple of good shots. I mean, we had 4 or 5 good shots, but couldn't get it in. So a 1-0 long loss for the Islands High School Sharks. Dante Casagrande will be leaving. He's moving to Seattle, but took the first team ever to get to a state semifinal in any sport.
Man, I tell you, y'all had a great year in athletics.
Oh yeah,
from everything, and so
football, girls basketball, boys
softball.
Softball, you name it. Wrestling went to the states.
Yeah.
Then in baseball had a good run. They got it to the first round. Very young team, but when you're playing against Carter Holton and the gang, it's very tough.
Hey, but
they kept it close.
They did. Kept it close.
I think we were the only team that wasn't run ruled in our region.
Probably so.
So, it was a very good year. And, Calvary's always on top. I mean, you guys, football boys and girls.
Run this year
was great this year.
Cross country, both teams made state, football Final Four, volleyball to Elite Eight. Softball was the only fall sport that didn't get into state. They were pretty young, though. Winter, both basketball teams made state. The spring's been good. Baseball just wrapped up going to Elite Eight. Track's gone. They got 30 kids going to state. This week they left today, so it's been good, man. Lacrosse first year that was great. Both soccer teams made state, so busy, man. And now we're in the hosting stuff. That's what me and you were talking about before we came on. We'll be the GHSA. We'll be hosting state soccer here. AA will be tomorrow night, 5:30 and 8. So the 5:30 girls game. Will be Lovett. Both Lovett teams, boys and girls, are in it, but Lovett is going to play Bremen at 5:30 tomorrow. Then Lovett boys will play Pace Academy, same region, 1 and 2 teams out of that region together. Then Friday night we get Class A private.
Right. So
Holy Innocents, who already been down here, played at Memorial Stadium.
So they know what it's
a little
like.
Home field advantage for them. They get a home game against Pinecrest, who's the 4th seed out of their region. But man, Karl, I'm telling you, from a soccer perspective, they've walked the dog through a really tough bracket. I mean, they beat Hebron 5-0 in the second round, and then they knocked off FPD, who is a perennial state championship contender. And now they're in the finals against Holy Innocents. So I'm excited about watching that. The nightcap will be the Wesleyan boys against Atlanta International, who knocked off Country Day. So Atlanta International has been in Savannah already this year. So it'd be two great weeks. And then we just talked about baseball. We kind of know the schedule. We know, hey, if BC can get there, then they'll be playing at Coolray Field where the Gwinnett Stripers play. They would be the first series on May 20th. They would start at 10 a.m. that day. So 10 a.m., 10 and 12 from that perspective. Then their if game would be at noon the next day. Then 5A would be on the 20th doubleheader. I think they're really waiting to see what happens in that Wesleyan series in fellowship. If that's 2 Atlanta teams,
they're going to keep them up there.
I think they'll keep them up there. Then Truist Park, 6A and 7A they'll all be, Atlanta teams, it looks like right now. They'll be up there. Then here at Grayson Stadium, I'm guessing probably single A public, and probably double A with Appling in that group could be there. So you got Metter and Charlton County. They're playing each other on Saturday. So, Metters has some. I talked to Ray Tootle, a legendary guy in our Region 3A out there in Metter this morning, and he said, man, they've had packed houses, 500-600 people at their Class A games this year. So, it'd be great. It'd be great. Yeah, it'd be great if we could get them there.
But what's simply amazing is, like you said, we're in the track, and there's a bunch of public school kids going all over the place, a bunch of private school kids going all over the place. So, it just never ends. But what amazes me is that we didn't think this would happen.
Oh, man.
When we started this way back in the summer, we had the coaches roundtable, and, what were we going to get there? And it just rolled along. But you know what? You have to give everybody credit, okay? I know everybody gripes about it. Everybody complains about it. But they wore their masks. They social distanced. They did what they had to do. And it helped these kids out, tremendously.
I remember sitting here. And
I remember you at a game. Please put the mask on. Please put the mask on.
Yeah,
please put the mask on.
I remember being at games, being at, having, like you said, having our coaches roundtable with football, everything they were going through the summer, starting with, remember starting with groups of 10?
Right.
Just starting with groups of 10 and going from there.
10 to 20.
And, and then here we are, in 1st of May, and golly, man, we're almost through it, it seems like. Some normalcy coming back, especially Atlanta Braves. Packed out house.
Full capacity now.
Full capacity now.
Georgia Southern just said they're going to have full capacity. Georgia Tech just announced it. So who's next? Georgia's going to announce it. And Georgia Tech said you're going to have tailgating too.
That's awesome. And so, it's going to be this year, like you said, everybody, whether you liked it or not, bought in and understood, hey, whatever we had to do to get these kids playing, especially with what they missed last
in 2020.
Spring. Yeah, so it's big. So really kudos to everybody that made this happen that got us through this year.
So, it's just amazing that we're here. We're here at the end. Baseball, soccer, track going down, lacrosse championships. We have those go. Did that happen already?
No, they're
this weekend?
This weekend as well, but up in Atlanta.
Okay, bass fishing last weekend. I think Savannah Christian finished 17th out of 66 teams.
Yep.
It's just amazing. Bass fishing, there was another new one besides girls football.
Esports?
Esports
is not new.
No, that's not sports. I don't know, but whatever it is, we got through it. Okay, hey, Calvary Day School, first flag football championship ever. You got to love it, and it's just growing. There's over 190 teams applied for that Atlanta Falcons scholarship fund grant, and I'm telling you right now that's going to blow off the chain also.
Well, what's been amazing is we've been contacted from schools in Alabama that now they're doing the same thing in Alabama, helping teams get started in their first year, and we've had schools contact us. Like, how'd you make this work? How'd it go? What'd you use the money for? Things of that nature. And so, and then you just saw last weekend, Arthur Blank loves him some girls flag football, man, because he opened up the NAIA National Championships, gave it them Mercedes-Benz.
Sorry, Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but it's still a dome.
Yeah, still the dome, but Mercedes-Benz Stadium just gave it to NAIA for their national championship. So that was awesome. And speaking of that, Nevaeh Hamilton from Calvary made the interception to kind of seal the game in that championship. She signed with Warner University down in Florida, so that's between Tampa and Orlando. So she was really excited about that, and for girls flag football. So it's awesome.
Hey, you're watching the Coach and AD Wednesday Night Live update of what's going on. We haven't been here in 5 weeks. This is 6 weeks ago. March 31st was the last time we were here. So we're giving you a weekly update. We're catching up. He was coaching games. I was doing athletic director stuff, and it seemed like every Wednesday something was happening. So we haven't been here. Don't forget, we'll be back Saturday morning, 9 o'clock. Great show. We'll tell you who's coming on then. All right, rundown this week. Baseball. Benedictine has to go up to North Oconee, and you have Bubba Chandler, okay, probably the best right-hander in the state, and then you got Carter Holton, the best left-hander in the United States, going at it with those two teams. It's going to be off the chain.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people feel like this is a championship series.
Are they both going to Vanderbilt? I don't know where Chandler's going.
I feel like I heard that. I feel like I heard it. They're both Vandy commits. And so, man, I'm curious, though, you've seen – I think I've seen Morning State playoffs, like people are throwing their guy in game 2.
Right.
So, I mean, I've not really looked at BC now. They've been throwing game 2.
He's consistently in game 2.
Game 2.
Travis John, who does the Hot Green podcast, he'll tell you he's going game 2.
Yeah, yeah. So, I mean, it's interesting to see what they do with their guys. He goes game 2 to match from that standpoint. So, I mean, a lot of people feel like that is the series, you know, and that whoever gets out of that, you know, hey, yeah, you get to the state final, still got to win it, but they feel like that's really the big series.
And we had Kevin Farmer on last Saturday morning. If you didn't listen, 9:15, you go to YouTube and watch it. All the shows are on YouTube. Coach and AD on the Karl DeMasi Sports Report. And small ball. A lot of these high school teams are going to small ball. It's no more trying to hit the long ball. It's no more trying to hit with power. We had Kevin Kieran on from Ball 9. You got to check the guy out.
Yeah, I watch that now.
He's a legend. Been writing about baseball and sports for 45 years. New York, San Diego, back to New York. Now he's working for ball9.com, and he's got a lot of other great writers. But he told us nobody's doing the right thing anymore. But now all of a sudden, everybody's going. It really annoyed me the other night. Okay, I'm watching the Braves. Okay,
I know where you're going.
We're down a run. Bunt the ball. Bunt the ball. But they don't.
Take the hit.
Take what they give you.
Take what they give you and do it. And we refuse to do it. At some point, someone's going to figure it out and do it, because you either, I mean, you still got to have average, still got to get on base, still all these things.
Yeah.
That's very important. You know, there's one thing I do like about Acuna when he gets on, like, he wants to steal bags.
That's right.
He wants to turn that single into a double and go. I mean, he's still going to hit bombs, but when he gets on base, man, he's wanting to roll.
So, I mean, it's unbelievable. And Kevin Kiernan ripped poor Dansby Swanson apart, but he's on a tear.
Yeah, so him and Freeman are starting to come out of it.
Right.
Looks like. Well, it was funny. I go back. Remember, Freeman was 4 for 5,
right,
and then struck out.
Yep.
Against Rizzo. Was it Rizzo? Rizzo. And then he went to a slump.
No. Yeah.
It's like Rizzo did him in, man. He was 4 for 4 that night against the Cubbies and hot, and then he went to his.
Oh, he's hot on Mother's Day.
1 for 20-something slump.
Yeah, Mother's Day he went off. So okay,
yeah.
All right. So that's baseball. Great matchup. Benedictine against North Oconee. Check it out. Saturday, doubleheader. If game will be Monday, right?
Yes.
Or they're not going to play it on Sunday.
They're not going to play. If game will be Monday.
So
stay up there.
One more team has to still. We got Benedictines in. We already told you the Islands High School boys are out. We have no more teams left in tennis or in soccer.
Christian played one of the toughest teams. Might be the Mitchell State champion Westland. You had 61 guys in your class. But really Westland on the mound looked so good. I mean, their hitting was all right. I mean, they scored 6 runs in the first game and 4 in the second. But man, their pitching was absolutely lights out.
Wesleyan has 2 kids named Jones and Blauser.
Yeah, they didn't hurt. They didn't hurt us.
They didn't hurt us. No,
it was the kid that was on the mound in the first game when Christian when he got back to 4-2, he came up and hit the two-run bomb dead center, and then came back up and just stuffed it the last 2 innings. So it was really good.
You can't forget about, I'm going to say it here, Region 1A private baseball. Calvary, Country Day, and Christian all got to the Elite Eight. Out of the same region. Pretty good baseball here in Savannah, Georgia.
Without doubt.
Benedictine went far. Richmond Hill got knocked out. Still one team left.
I think that was a matchup issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Richmond Hill was better.
Right.
But, you look at some teams get stuck in that second round matching up with somebody who's like, you probably could be almost playing in the state finals.
State finals.
Yeah.
But we still got one more game to go. It was rained out today.
South
Effingham and Pope, the Greyhounds. You got to love it. You got the Mustangs against the Greyhounds. Will take place tomorrow at 1 o'clock. That's the if game. South Effingham won the first one 9-8. Pope won the second one 9-3. Now they got to play a third one. Of course, the skies opened up today like they said it would. Finally. I mean, I'd love to be what is it? What do you call him? Weathercaster?
Not weatherman, weather person,
whatever.
Now.
Because you could be wrong 90% of the job and get paid a lot of money and keep your job. But anyway, so the skies finally opened up. So they're going to play tomorrow, 1 o'clock, Guyton, South Effingham High School. It's called the Corral for a reason. You don't get there early, you're not getting in because the place will be packed out. So South Effingham could make it to the Final Four too.
They could as well.
They have a good shot.
And they're in their what, 5A?
6A.
6A. So they know they would be. They get to be at Truist Park, man.
Isn't that a dream?
I mean,
play your high school championship game in Truist Park.
How awesome is that?
So, all right, and once again, that's baseball. Soccer, like we said, Islands had a great run.
Yep.
Islands girls had a great run to Elite Eight.
St. Vincent's.
Really,
they lost in PKs after a tough game versus Holy Innocents down here. Like I said, Holy Innocents will be back, on Friday for playing for their state championship.
So, and if you weren't here last weekend, I got to send out a big kudos to Rob Wells and the Savannah Sports Council. What a great job with the NAIA National Lacrosse Championships. I didn't make it out there because I was busy. You made it out there,
man.
Because his son eats, sleeps, and hangs out with a lacrosse stick. So go ahead.
Man, it was great. It was a great atmosphere.
Big crowds?
Good crowds. I mean, like Kaiser, a lot of families up from Florida.
Reinhardt
brought a ton of people down there.
How about the team from Kentucky?
The Reinhardt people, though. They were some rowdy bunch now. They had RVs in the parking lot when we got there, and they were cranked up, ready to go. Reinhardt had won back-to-back, and just won their fourth in a row.
Right.
So that was super.
Kaiser girls won, right?
And Kaiser
That's the inaugural girls lacrosse.
Yes.
Sorry, women's. They're not girls anymore.
Yeah. So Cumberland's for the girls. There are a lot of people there. But Kaiser played a great game, won that. The boys, we watched Indiana Tech play the first 2 days, and we thought they might give Reinhardt, but man, Reinhardt came out in the first 10 minutes, 7 goals in the first 10 minutes of the first quarter, and just absolutely ran away from there. It just got on them, and there's nothing Indiana Tech could do.
And it's a total different level in high school.
Oh my gosh, man! Yeah, different world. But I mean,
they get faster, stronger, quicker.
Yeah, and these guys, and one thing we tell our audience is talking to a lot of NIA parents are like, listen, this is where the money's at.
Right.
I mean, all these schools, whether it's Reinhardt or Indiana Tech or the other schools that are down there, they're all fully funded, 12 scholarships, which is what D1 has.
Right.
And they combine academic and athletic money.
Yep.
So that's really, and you got some really great schools. Indiana Tech's one of the top engineering schools in the Midwest. Reinhardt's got a great liberal arts program, so a lot of diversity there. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, just a lot of money in NAI. Don't think if it's not 1 or 2 behind those NCAA numbers.
Or 3.
That there's no reason to go play.
And don't forget, SCAD, women's lacrosse, has been a power.
Yeah.
This has been an off year.
Yeah.
They've been going through some coaches changes. So, they're going to get they just hired a new coach.
Yeah, hired a new coach.
So,
because Mike Cummings had to pull a double duty. And
he was, like you do.
Yeah, and coach both. And that was tough on him this year as well.
So, all right. So, don't forget that, okay? Next up, got to give another kudos to the Savannah Sports Council. And if you don't follow it, but the Georgia Power Awards, okay? They give out awards to the good things that are happening here in Savannah with local sports, okay? SCAD women's swimming diving championship. Who else was in the college? Savannah Golf.
Savannah State Golf.
Golf with all the help with the Corn Ferry tournament.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the other teams?
You had the Forest Gun Club Junior for their national championship. Right. They were recognized. You have 4 scholarship recipients. They each got, I think, $1,250 scholarships. So 4 of those.
So you had Merklinger.
So Ron Merklinger from Calvary, Kay Elmwood from Calvary, young man Fisher from Savannah Christian. McGinnis from
Frazier from the girl
Frazier
from
Jenkins.
So $1,250.
And they were all. And
they get that every year from here on out?
I believe so.
Wow.
And they were all 4.0 GPA students that also excelled not only in the classroom, but also their volunteer work outside the classroom was just as part of their application process.
Put it this way, 4.2, 4.1, 4.0, 4.0, and they dedicate time. They play 2 or 3 sports.
They all had to play at least 2 sports.
I mean, just unbelievable. And then, of course, the Mr. 500 man, Tim Jordan, recognized for his 35 years of work at coaching high school sports. And he's been at Savannah High since 95, so you're talking 26 years.
He's been in Savannah since, came to Savannah State?
1978.
1978.
He left to go to a couple places. He started coaching at Liberty County.
Yeah.
Came over, took the assistant job under Ron Love, who's legendary at Savannah High. So he's been around a long time. And they surprised this guy. He got the Savannah Sports Council Award for Excellence for what he's done here for over 19 years. I'm not going to go any further than that. He deserved it. We'll go like that. But it was just the whole – you've been a part of it for a long time now. Just that whole luncheon and how they support local sports. And that's what we're about.
Well, and, a big credit to Georgia Power and Miss Seiler.
Power, right.
I mean, Miss Seiler, who everybody knows who Miss Seiler is, and UGA and being the handlers. But, man, the Georgia Power puts the money in. They make this a great event. They honor not just, it's everybody in Savannah that's athletics, college, high school. The scholarship stuff is really, really important to them. Mm-hmm. And they really evaluate all the scholarship applications really thoroughly, and they really look at the academics, but also the community service time they put in.
John Hodges Award, that's the one that Tim Jordan won. John Hodges was a legendary athletic person in this community, contributor, and they got a corner over here in Coach's Corner. Big Cubbies fan. He has his own corner here. Died at 45 of a heart attack way too early. He was the one that, you couldn't tell me. And I heard about him when I moved here that he was doing all this stuff. So really, Savannah Morning News sponsorship, Morris Industrial Supply sponsorship. So it's everybody chips in. Georgia Power does a lot, but everybody chips in. And it's 27 years now they've been doing
27 years.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it just shows, one, how important the Savannah Sports Council is to Savannah and bringing those things, and will continue to bring those things like, the NAIA National Championships, the Hockey Classic back next year. They're excited about that. And then moving into the new arena in 22-23.
All right, so how do I'm not fill your shoes, because you're not going far away. We're going to still be talking and doing things. Yeah. But how do I now take the lead on getting these high school stuff down here like you have?
Just constantly hammer Georgia High School.
Are you still going to be able to be on Georgia High School even though you're going to be an assistant?
So, this was interesting. We were talking about my region. Julie
Jones, that's how we started.
So Julie Jones is our region president. Right. I'm our region exec committee rep. Julie emailed us all today and saying, "Hey, Chad, how do we figure out how you can stay on for another year through?" Right. So we're working on that and seeing it. What that looks like, the kind of guide stuff through Georgia High School.
Because that's how the coach and AD started. He would be my Georgia High School liaison every 2 or 3 weeks. And then, of course, Mako's jumped. It seems like everybody again here jumped ship on me.
No one jumped ship.
I know, I'm joking. But Mako's moved up to Atlanta. Chad's going up to Atlanta. So once again, though, he'll still be our Georgia High School liaison because
without a doubt,
he's in the door up there. So I got to try. See, I'm not a region rec secretary or a president yet. So,
Scott, the job you want within your region is be the executive committee member for your region.
Okay,
that's how you get on the Georgia High School.
So that's separate than the secretary to vice president.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, that's one where you go and they meet twice a year, and then also you go serve on the hardship committees,
right,
and things of that nature. That's where you want to be to really get engaged. But a lot of my engagement started with Georgia High School, with being a part of the Georgia Athletic Directors Association. Right. That more than anything, because when Dr. Swearingen and even Dr. Hines, when they would come down to Savannah and kind of give the state of Georgia High School to all the ADs, it's so funny. Like, they have the conference here in Savannah, so all the ADs from Atlanta comes down here. And Dr. Hines and Dr. Swearingen, those guys would come over and kind of give a State of the Union. And then everybody would get to ask questions. And you really get to spend some time with other ADs and spend some time with Dr. Swearingen and everybody else at Georgia High School and be like, hey, man, how can we get things here? What do we need to do? Well, apply for it. We hosted state golf here before.
Yes, we did.
And so we tried to get state tennis here. We were on the precipice of getting it and getting at the new $1 million complex at Armstrong, and shut down.
Shut down.
Because that complex was just as good as what they have in Rome.
Oh, yeah.
For the state championships.
Yeah, and they're not even using it now.
Not even using it.
Just sitting there, $10 million, not even being used. So, anyway, okay. So let's do this, and we'll tell you who's coming back. Go ahead. You can read what we got going. Now, we got to bleep this one out. So you just imagine. This is what's going on here.
I'm leaving the first 4 letters out.
Remember, it's all food, all fun since 1991 here at Coach's Corner. It's all sports all the time, but it's all music now out in the Sound Garden.
And it's constant every weekend. So this Friday, Damon and the Kickers. The Bleep Kickers. Voted Connect Magazine's best local country band, Damon and the Bleep Kickers, are coming back to the Soundgarden stage, and it's going to be a blast.
Before you go to Saturday night, just go to coachescorner.net, and you'll see what we're talking about.
Yeah, you'll see what we're talking about. Saturday night, you're doing us for a great night of fantastic music. The Rush Tribute Project. Combining skilled musicianship with exciting performances, RTP brings the magic of Rush's famous live concerts and clubs and festivals, covering all 40-plus years of Rush's amazing career. All right, this show will sell out, so make sure you go to Eventbrite and get your ticket before it sends out. All right, so there we go.
You get to ask questions, too. They're going to ask questions will be the opening of the routine for this legendary band. So you got questions about Rush?
They'll know it.
They'll know
Q&A
it.
on Rush.
All right, Sunday, We have John. We joined Kelly Sowers Henderson and family for Sunday Family Fun Day in the Soundgarden, benefiting the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society Person of the Year. The fun starts at 11 p.m. There'll be fun and games, live and silent auctions. Slow down.
It's got to be 11 a.m. Don't you think?
Yeah, not 11 a.m. 11 a.m.
Sleep on Sunday night.
It's a typo, okay?
Yeah.
All right, slow down. There'll be raffles throughout the day. Bring the kids and help support this great cause. And
my music lineup.
Look
May. So this is in May.
This is in May. We got Driving and Crying 2 nights. Woo. Tell Scarlett. Freebird. Give me my lighter.
Ultimate Leonard Skinner tribute band.
And the experience. I saw Leonard Skinner in concert.
Did you really? Where
at Nassau Coliseum. Ooh. Okay, guess who their lead band was? Their lead band. You would never believe it.
Lead band for Leonard Skinner. So what year are we talking here?
78, 79.
I don't know.
The Doobie Brothers.
No way.
The Doobie Brothers was the lead band for Leonard Skinner. Okay,
Ooh.
So
That's
just
a concert right there, boy.
All right, what are we doing Saturday? I'll be in St. Simon's. He'll be here. Our guests will be all over the place, but we got a great lineup. Okay, we're going to start off at 9 o'clock. Us talking about what's going on. 9:15, Cam Turner for once again. It's back. The high school all-star. Sorry, the Coastal Empire coaches all-star game, okay? And it'll be at Calvary Day School. We'll be going live from Calvary Day School because he's got to be there because it's on his campus. Okay, so we going live on the 22nd, but we got Cam on first.
Yeah, we got Cam this Saturday talking about that. Really,
a lot of kids committed and they're excited.
They are. We really weren't sure. Usually, Cam sends us out early February, and just really wasn't sure with COVID and everything. But listen, as April got through, he felt really good about it, and so he's really hit the fast forward button. But a lot of kids are committed from all over the Coastal Empire down to.
What do you mean? Go to social media, and they're all talking about it. I got picked for the All-Star game. Yeah, it's going to be a big deal.
It's great, and kids are just excited. Once again, that's one thing the seniors missed out on last year, and these seniors, I've not seen a senior not commit to do this.
Class of 2020, we love you. Class of 21, you're going. Bye, Michelle. She's a friend of mine. Bye, Michelle. Good luck. See ya. Have fun at state. That's the St. Andrews tennis coach.
Oh,
He's
nice.
taking the boys to the state tomorrow.
Hey, how about we forgot to talk about St. Andrews still playing soccer?
Oh, no, St. Andrews boys lost.
Did they?
3-2.
Oh.
They tied the game and lost on the goal. Their tennis team's going to the state.
Okay.
So we do have a tennis team.
Congratulations, St. Andrews. You had a great soccer year. We talked about you a lot. I mean, it was like 55 goals.
57 goals to 4.
Yeah.
And they lost 3-2 the other night.
Tough.
And I forgot. I do apologize because I've been following the school closely. The Habersham School.
State baseball.
Congratulations. Their boys tennis team won the state championship last night. The girls were runner-up, and they got the state championship baseball this week in Vidalia.
Yeah.
Is it Vidalia or Valdosta? Vidalia.
I think it's Vidalia.
Vidalia Heritage Academy.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the Habersham School, I do apologize. We got into talking about everything else that's been going on.
They're having a great year.
All right. Weather and Chiropractic Clinic of the Week. How can I not have this kid on? Ryan Merklian. 4.2 average, going to Valparaiso to play football. You got to have this kid on. When I heard that 4.2 average, he didn't nominate him. I said I got to get this kid on.
Yeah.
And he's a great kid. The things he volunteers for, I don't know how he gets his time done to lift weights, to do his schoolwork, and to go volunteer is amazing.
Yeah, he's just a great kid, super humble. I've just been blessed to know the family for a long time. But he is, man. He's a funny guy. He's got a dry sense of humor. But he loves kids. One part of his essay he loved was they were talking about he was working with Special Olympics, and he said one of the other volunteers asked if he was one of the kids. And so he talked about it in his essay because he was around all the kids and he was like picking them up with his arms and everything. And but Ryan's just great, and he's getting to go play football at Valpo, and he's super excited. He's excited about the campus. It's a great college town.
Mm-hmm.
Will be a little bit changing weather.
Oh yeah, definitely. He'll get the change of seasons.
Yeah, the winter's gonna be a little bit different.
A little chilly.
So, but yeah, it'd be great. So excited for him.
So that's our Weatherton Chiropractic Clinic after the week, and of course, wrapping it up. This kid made a name for himself at Benedictine Military School.
Yep.
He wore number 10 in honor of Ricky McAllister. Unbelievable lacrosse player. Went over to Mercer, made a name for himself. Now he's back in Savannah. He's coaching at BC, but he has his own lacrosse business, Scoops Lacrosse. And he's in public schools. He's in private
Everywhere.
schools. He's preaching the word of
Lacrosse.
his coach, Dick McAllister.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you right now, we got to listen to the stories that this kid's going to tell you about how this is growing so fast. And he's at the grassroots. Yes, it's his livelihood, but I think when you love your job, like Tim Jordan said the other night, when you love your job and you have to go to your job, but it's not like your job, you got to make it.
I think he was getting ready to go to PA school.
Yes.
And then it kind of started evolving. He would come and talk to us at Calvary about lacrosse and everything else. And I said, listen, you can go to school and work the rest of your life. If you're doing something you love right now and it's a passion for you, man, just keep doing it. And he's done it. He's back at BC coaching there, and he's running Scoops Lacrosse, and it is just exploding all over the place.
Big time. I can't wait to speak to Dustin White. And we know his father, Robbie White, all-world, Savannah Christian, threw the touchdown that rang the city bell way back when. No, Robbie White was a heck of a high school athlete. Yeah. So once again, look forward to that. So that's all we got tonight. Hey. Oh, we still went over 30 minutes.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Always.
We can't stick to 15, 20 minutes.
No, man. We talking about high school sports. It's great. And we didn't even really talk about the Braves either.
We just stuck to what was local here tonight, okay? Yeah. We'll talk to the Braves about the Braves Saturday. So once again, until we see you Saturday, remember what you got to do. You got to mask up.
You got hand sanitize here. Get the vaccine. Remember, you can come here. Tackle Health.
Tackle Health right in the back.
Still doing that. Hey, and also, his birthday today. Happy birthday to you, man.
All right, so I tried to lay low on the Savannah Sports Council. You got to start telling everybody it's my birthday.
It's your birthday,
It's
man.
another day.
Yeah, but it's a special day. It's your day, man.
We'll celebrate. My kids are going to come in on May 20th. We're going to do my birthday, my son's birthday, and Mother's Day.
Talk about, don't you get something special for your birthday? In there like a cake or something?
My favorite cake is, and we still haven't got it right yet, is strawberry shortcake. Growing up, it was Carvel ice cream cake. I mean, the
great picture today.
Yes.
Social media.
1965. I was 6 years old.
6 years old. That Carvel cake.
My mother serving my dad eating his cake, and me saying, "I'm just going to watch what's going on here." I'm not saying a word. So, but once again, yes, it's another day for me. But I thank the dear Lord. I wake up every morning, so I'm glad to be here doing what I do. And yes, I'll get my strawberry shortcake now that I'm older. That's what I like. On May 20th.
Nice, man. So, happy birthday to you, buddy.
I appreciate it. And like I said, it's always a lot of fun. We'll be back Saturday. So whatever you're doing today or tomorrow, hit it at the park. Until we see you Saturday, may have this been your best week ever. We're out of here. God bless.
See you Saturday morning, 9 o'clock. Be there.
Come on, promote the soccer quick.
Oh, yeah. So, hey, don't forget, come out to Memorial Stadium. Tomorrow and Friday, games at 5:30 and 8. Girls' games are at 5:30. Boys' games are 8. Tickets are $12. Go fan. Come see me. We'll get you in.
I'll be at the gate. He'll be running around crazy trying to run the whole show.
Yep.
Talk to you later.
See ya.
Peace out.